happened on the anonymous Liberty Media. Now, a couple hours ago, the Studio News Network was also hit today. I was hit myself today. Now, the question is which video was removed? What do this now? Okay. I had a video a few days ago. I did. And a question on if the younger brother of the shooter, if he was the second shooter. Now, just getting to the point. Okay. YouTube is censoring content creators in a rapid pace. Okay. Now, there's a lot of news networks like CNN and is to look at YouTube videos. Okay. And from what I'm saying, it was a base of questions, not theories, questions. And it seems that the mainstream media who are watching YouTube channels don't want competition from the alternative media. Now, when I did this video, I was asking questions. That's it. I didn't have any theories or any just facts. I was asking questions just like any red-blooded American would do. Ask questions. Now, we all know the younger brother of the shooter was found. He was at the home of a family friend who took in both him and his older brother after his mom died of cancer. And so the younger brother was found in the home with a gun, supposedly a gun, supposedly. Okay. Now, they took him in and threw him in a mental asylum. Now, my question was, okay, this was my question, okay. Could it be that the reason when they caught him, well, the reason was that he had a gun on him, okay, was it planted? Okay, was it planted already? Okay. Also, when many students, there's about 3 or 4 students at the school that mentioned more than one shooter. Now, my question was the younger brother the second shooter? Okay. But YouTube somehow removed this video. Okay. They removed this video. I was merely asking questions in that video. And that's all I was doing. On most of my videos, I ask questions. That's all I do, is ask questions. I didn't have a theory. Well, in some videos, I had a theory. but also it was also more of a question along with it there. So, but sometimes people would take things the wrong way. I merely ask questions. I ask questions a lot because I want to know what really happened. Okay? Now, when I did this video, I came across an article and also a video on YouTube saying that the younger brother of the shooter, Nicholas Cruz, was found by the feds and thrown in a mental asylum. And when they caught him, he had a gun on him. Now, my question was the gun planted? Okay, it was planted. But that was just really a question. I didn't say the reason why they caught him was he had a gun on him. But the question was the gun planted as an excuse to lock him up in a mental institution? Okay? Or was it that they locked him up in the asylum to shut him up because he knew something? He knew something. That was just merely a question I had. Any content creator would have many questions, but they would minimize the question to the point where they want to know what really happened. Okay? When I did this video before it was removed by YouTube. Okay? Now, I was watching YouTube on my Xbox, and now the Studio News Network was hit over a video 2 years ago. Now, that made me want to check my channel. Okay? When I checked my channel, I had a message from YouTube, the YouTube team, saying that my video, the title of the video, which was mentioned, had to be pulled because of some kind of violation to the rules and guidelines, which I have never done. Never ever done. And it was also that I stated that it was a fake, something fake and whatnot. But I was at the end of the video. It's at the end of the thing. It says it will not register as a strike. Now my question is this: is that if the video was removed, okay, when I got this message from YouTube, it stated that it wasn't removed because of a strike. Now, I was merely asking questions. Okay, 17 people are gone. Okay, they are gone. They ain't coming back. Okay. After doing this video, okay, after doing this the video, it took a few days for it to be removed. Okay. This is my first time having a video removed. Okay, that's all that happened. But the question is, why was it removed? It gave some kind of a lame-ass excuse why it was removed. I call bullshit on that. Now, the content was merely questions. Okay, questions. That's all it was. It was just questions. I'm trying to get it back. I was checking my phone, and I was just trying to find what. I mean, YouTube will not explain to you why it was removed. Okay, they will not tell you any goddamn thing. Okay. But when I checked my tablet, I'm trying to find the video thing where I could try to why it was removed, because any YouTuber who had the video removed, they will want to know why it was removed. But YouTube, they will not tell you why. They will not tell you anything why it was removed, or why there was a strike, or why it was the channel gone. Because at this point, you gotta realize YouTube is censoring content creators in a very rapid pace. Now, I mean a very rapid pace. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call in a few friends who could we can let's see here. I tried to it seems that I mean I'm trying to but the thing is, I mean, it was all questions I had about the younger brother, about the question of shit. The question was about the brother, and could the brother be the second shooter? That's all it was just a question. Now, YouTube, starting in the middle of 2016, started to censor and demonetize video. No bullshit, okay? No bullshit, right? I want to know who had that video taken down. I want to know. Okay? So it was the brother, the younger brother, the second shooter? But what? Just a question. But it said that anybody who questions that shooting, like they have questioned the shit. Anybody would question any shooting, any tragedy, because there might be some holes in those errors and those tragedies. Because it's an important thing. Where's my water at? It's an important question because we want to know: was it a factual truth, or was it a deception of a lie? Simple as that. I mean, any possibility. So I'm going to call in some friends here and get their point of view on the matter. Let's see here. Let's see. There's it needs to end. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I've had no problems with anybody on YouTube. I never had any issue with people on YouTube. It's really just out of the blue. I get this thing. Let's see here. Who can I call in? Hey, darling. How you doing? Genevieve. Hey, darling. How you doing, darling? Oh, man, not again.
Stuff. Hold on.
Okay.
Good. Good. Just watch your teen videos.
Okay. I'm doing a video on a casualty of.
I mean that again.
No, it's I became a casualty of censorship.
Internet's...
Oh crap. I became a casualty of YouTube censorship. I had a video removed today.
You've been removed from YouTube?
No, I had a video. I had a video that was removed by YouTube today. I was talking about any possibility that the younger brother. It was over a video that I did a few days ago. It was about the brother that could be well. It was more of a question that could the younger brother be a second shooter, and it was really a question of that matter because the younger brother was found at a family friend's house who took in the brothers after the mom died, and earlier today, I found out that a channel called the Studio News Network had a a video taken down, and I thought maybe I should check my channel because of what's happening with all the content creators and stuff, and so I checked my channel and on my phone, and I got a message from YouTube saying that a video was removed over some content.
Okay. Did they tell you which content or no?
The title was called "Could the Younger Brother Be the Second Shooter?"
Okay.
And when I got the message at the end, it said it will not be count as a copyright strike, or oh no, it will not be count as a strike. So
okay.
And so possibility is that could it be that my questioning kind of got to the nerves of the elite, or to the YouTube people, or the mainstream media?
It could have.
Because I know that when we were doing the roundtables for the past few months, we were kindly hitting the pulse of nerves of people that didn't like the discussion. I think we're doing a damn good job. I think that we're
so far, yeah.
And we need to question more. I mean, we need to question more on what's going on now, because CNN had a forum 2 nights ago, and it was all based on emotional impulse and everything that could. I mean, just imagine. There was a young, a 17-year-old kid who was a hero at the shooting when he threw Kevlar uh, Kevlar sheets over his classmates to guard them from any gunfire. And CNN wanted him to write a question to ask, and when he did, they gave him a question that they wrote, basically barring him from asking his question on the matter. So his parents pulled him because it was solely based on emotional impulse and opinions, not facts and whatnot. And the whole matter is, why are they afraid of the questions being asked? But when a network tells you, gives you something that they wrote, they're basically trying to censor anybody who's questioning shooting or questioning anything on any type of matter.
I agree.
And
I agree, they are.
I think tonight's roundtable free for all would be a good topic on this matter of what happened to me today. Is that I became a casualty of YouTube censorship by the video removed, and I wanted to like talk about it tonight, more of it tonight, but because it needs to be talked about, because a lot of channels are being censored in a very rapid pace, big time, because ever since the shooting happened, everything has been on high gear and stuff. So I mean, like,
how is that even possible? That is weird.
What the hell? What the hell?
I have no idea. We were in the call, but without being in the call.
That is insane.
What? And then it said that Robert joined the call.
Let me see if I can bring him back in.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Let me see.
That's freaking crazy, man. and your computer that was having that voice come through then.
Yeah, it was. I'm like, man, what the hell?
Well, it obviously wasn't just your computer because but is it going to turn around and say, "I'm sorry"?
Yeah.
In an emotional way, or say, "I'm here."
Holy shit.
So, I mean, I know narrators or the doesn't Cortana doesn't.
Nah.
Try again?
Yeah. Oh. Let's see here. Censorship 101. Quiet the questions.
Huh.
That was weird.
Yeah, the internet is like lagging.
I don't know why. I don't know why it's lagging. I mean, this been going on for past few weeks. Oh, is it about 2 weeks now, or maybe longer.
Mhm. I know. Last week when I joined the group call, it wasn't spotty like this.
No, it wasn't. I mean, that roundtable we did, a lot of people were getting bumped off, and like we were kept calling each other back in, and Curtis and I came up with a theory. Curtis and I came up with a theory that the reason that people are getting bumped off the roundtable is that Big Brother is like don't want to have it.
Yeah.
And
that means that we're doing something right.
We are, and I mean, just find out that I became a casualty of the YouTube censorship is really I want to get into tonight's free for all tonight, and I think it'll be a good topic about the whole censorship and shit. So I think that'll be one of the good topics for tonight. And
can we add another a second part to like a second topic into it?
Yeah, that's why it's called a free for all, honey. That's why it's called
a goody, it's a free for all tonight.
It's a free for all tonight. Every Saturday will be a free for all. Any questions, any topics, anyone talk about. That's why I came up with the free for all because Sunday the red table is we choose a topic every week on Sunday. That's why I came up with the idea for Saturday to be a Saturday free for all. Because
that would be awesome, because then that way everybody can get what they want to stay out, and then we can stay on topic on Sunday.
And if you want to, we could also carry that over to Sunday. Yeah, I'm going to talk to Tim about that too. Trying to figure out. Yeah. I'm also wondering if it's okay because he's having that mold problem and shit.
Ask about the topic, if we could add another one, is because of the fact that I wanted to.
Sounds good. I think that free for all will be good.
I didn't say the topic.
Well,
the reason why I ask is because fair warning, real quick. Fair warning is the reason why I ask is because I have come to realize that everybody has their own thoughts as to what give and take means. So
that.
And I want to ask people questions.
There is always a good question to ask, because the whole give and take thing is that, I mean, it's a good question to ask. Some people do take, some people do give, and
Yep.
sometimes when you give, you expect something in return, but if you take, you're not. It's kind of like a debt.
Yeah, it's kind of like a catch-22, because you can give and give and give, but as soon as you take just once, you never ever feel like you can give back.
Yeah.
Like you can never give enough back.
I was about that. I went to a planetarium last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I was telling my date that I will pay. I was going to pay for dinner since she paid for the planetarium, because I felt kind of bad. You know, I had $29. I wanted to pay for dinner, because I felt like as a guy, I feel like I want to pay her back. It told me, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just pay me. No, do a Mooka thing. Okay, well, I could do the whole Mooka thing, no problem. But I felt like I wanted to pay her back last night before I wanted to pay for dinner last night. And as a guy, I feel that I kind of feel bad, you know, that to pay for the dinner and the whole planetarium. And I do still feel bad, you know, as a guy, because, you know, but I'm gonna be.
It's kind of hardwired into men to be. It's kind of hardwired into men to be the providers. You gotta do this. You gotta buy this stuff. I don't know.
Because I didn't want her to pay for the whole thing. I wanted to pay for dinner at Sonic, and which, by the way, Sonic is pretty damn good, by the way.
Oh yeah, I know.
I like their Sonic Blast.
Sonic's really good.
I had the Sonic Blast. I had their Oreo Sonic Blast. It was like almost like Dairy Queen's Blizzard, but this one was kind of a little bit better. And I also tried their fried cheese sticks. Pretty good. The planetarium was really pretty cool. It was like cross between Star Wars and 2001: The Space Odyssey, with a little bit of the psychedelic from the '60s and shit. It was like really pretty cool. Now,
that's what most planetariums are.
Yeah, this Saturday, this tonight, ladies and gentlemen, here on the 9 Minutes Liberty Media, is that tonight will be a Saturday free for all questions asked, all thoughts exchanged, all ideas exchanged, a lot of questions, a lot of topics for tonight. And Sunday night will be the Sunday Night Roundtable, courtesy of the Worldwide Resistance Network, also known as TWWRN. My guest here tonight, right now, is Genevieve, a kick-ass mom of a 4-year-old. Right on. There's also a awesome chick, and now the question is, whole, you know, I want to do a little bit of part of the question for tonight, and that is the whole give and take scenario. But The rest of it will be for tonight, free for all. We're not gonna do all of it, just maybe a little bit of it, because I don't want to do all of it, because it's her question, and this will be a little bit of other discussion. Don't want to ruin it for tonight. So we come on to YouTube tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Check it out on the Saturday free for all. Now, the give and take is kind of like part of it is like kind of like when you borrow money from a loan shark, and to a degree, and then if you don't pay the loan shark, something bad will be said or done. But in this matter is, if a person gives and gives and gives and feel like they don't get anything in return as a gratitude or anything of that matter, by the way. And if also if someone takes and not paying back in return of either a favor or basically paying back the person who's giving, and it's kind of like I said, a catch-22, which that is a good one.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
it is a good question.
It is, yeah. And I mean, I've just recently started thinking about it because, like, I've been in situations where I give and give and give and give and constantly give, even after I say I'm not going to give anymore. I still give, and I don't expect anything to be paid back or like that, because I'm not giving to receive. I'm giving to be helpful, and I give a lot of support to friends, relationships, family, and that'd be my brother's evil dog. To friends, family, relationships, and the giving can only go so far to where the taking just gets too much. And there's actually been several occasions in my past where the taking got to where everything, and then some was being taken from me, and nothing was given back to replenish the support or to replenish the caring and anything like that. I mean, there were lots of times where it wasn't just emotional or verbal. There was a lot of times where it was a physical take. And that physical take, even though I didn't want that to happen, I said, I don't want that. I don't want that to happen. And still, the person still took. And it was messed up, and I wanted to see, my opinion on give and take like that is the full ball of yarn. What I want to know is what everybody else's idea of the give and take is. I want to know, what do you see what does everybody see as the give and take formula? Do a lot of people think of just
when you say that
one thing,
or when you say that you don't expect anything in return, that would give some people the notion that this would be a opportunity to take more and more from you. I was that way at one time. And so that I stopped right there, because even though I didn't even though I didn't want anything in return, like I could give somebody, say, a few bucks here and there, and say they'll say, I'll pay you back. I don't worry about it. But it tends to get a little bit out of hand, where you gotta say, well, look, I'm not gonna give anybody any money or do any favor for anybody else, because I'm not getting any favor in return. because like I'll help you with this with this with this side job. I'll help, or say like I'll say, well, I'll help you with this work, and in time I would ask you for a favor for you to help me with this side job, like say build part of a wall of the house, or help with a car job, whatever, and that type of thing, and you expect.
Well, I have a problem where I can't stop giving. I've tried to stop giving, but I can't stop. No matter how hard I try, I can't stop giving.
There's a point, darling, that you need to draw the line. I mean, that's how my son's mom was for a very long time until she said, "Nah, enough." The line. She drew a red line in the sand and just said, "Fuck it." Just because she has two boys. She took guardianship over two boys that mom and dad were heavily on drugs, and she took the older brother when he was only 28 days old, and then she also took in the younger brother who was about not even that young, and she put her life in also into my son too, because my son just turned 19, and this past weekend, and these boys consider my son their big brother because he's been in their lives the whole entire time. That is his mom, and I do tip my hat off to her, and any woman who has the patience and the courage to do this, and I mean I do I tip my hat off to any mom that already went that does this out of kind of of their own heart, and so sometimes there's a point where you have to draw the line in the sand and say, look, enough's enough. Can't do this anymore because you feel that you're being taken advantage of, and there's the point where where you have to draw that line in the sand because it's getting too much for you. The weight's getting too heavy to carry, and it's time to say, "Hey, look, enough's enough. Line's there. Don't cross it." So that's the best thing to do, darling, is to just say, "Hey, fuck it. Draw the line in the sand and say no."
Well, that's what I do try to do, but like I said, the question for it all is, what is everyone else's thought process on what they think give and take is? Like when someone says give and take, what?
Well, it's pretty much that it's different terms of give and take, and sometimes you have to uh, draw that big line in the sand. I mean, just let's see here. Oh crap! Camera's off. Oh crap! Oh crap! Camera's off. Oh man. kind of thing. Well, the whole idea for the give and take, and sometimes you have to really weigh the pros and cons on the whole matter of um, when you can do so much with but you have to really draw the line in the sand. Genevieve's having trouble here. There's been a weak connection lately. It's been really a pain in the ass. So, it anytime when you ask questions on any matter, on any situation, there are people don't want you to ask those questions because it's not. You don't need to know the answer to that question or what. But here. YouTube, the head of YouTube is a real cunt. I mean, a real cunt. So, I mean, you have to look at every content creator. Okay, content creator. I mean, YouTube's a plan. YouTube at one time was a safe haven for free speech. Okay, it was a safe haven for any content creator to share an idea, to do a video of an idea based on a content for that idea. Okay, for years now. I came in around 2010. Okay, April of this year will mark 7 years. 7 glorious years. Okay, 7 years. With this channel came in a little bit later, but in April of 2018 will mark 7 years for my original channel. And so, now, there is a point to this question. Right? Why out of the blue are people getting censored, getting their videos removed, or a strike and a channel being totally suspended? I have never really crossed the line. I've always been a boundary kind of guy, but just enough to where I can set foot on the line without actually crossing it. But it seems that somebody censored and had a video removed based on questions. Now, I have never had this happen before. Okay, never. I never thought in the 7 years, in the 7 years that I've been on YouTube, 7 years, I have never, ever, ever, in my wildest dreams, would ever see a video being removed. Ever. This was my first video removal ever. 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 Now, I'm trying to figure out what. I mean, there was no content even being shown. It was just a conversation with you guys. Okay, a question with you guys. That's all it was. Questions. But there's a channel I want to get to from my Xbox here. I want to want to get to a little channel that was talking about this. I'm trying to find it here. It was mentioning about content creators being removed. Videos or the channel itself being removed. So I'm trying to figure out where it was earlier today that I got. See, CNN complains to YouTube about videos has them removed. So
I really wish that CNN would stop with their BS for just a day or two.
this is by Wild Smile.
Maybe make a video on something a little bit more entertaining. Unfortunately, CNN cannot resist the urge to make themselves look foolish to the entire world. This time, they are bragging about having videos taken down from YouTube that talk about their favorite activist, David Hogg. As I mentioned in my previous video, we aren't allowed to question this man or the event that happened last week, as these videos alleging that this man isn't who he says he is have been deemed as bullying and taken down from the website. Mirrors of these videos have also been getting taken down within minutes. Really makes you think, doesn't it? As if a man can't handle videos existing on the internet that question him. Really makes you wonder about that saying. To learn who rules over you, simply find out who you are not allowed to criticize. Interestingly enough, CNN is allowed to publish unfactual videos themselves on this same platform that is bragging about taking down videos that are accused of being unfactual. It appears as though they have a separate set of guidelines for CNN. They don't have to follow the same rules that we do. And as for theories, they have aired for the past year a Russian collusion story that has no evidence tying Trump to the entire mess. Yet they continue to push it, which is arguably hurting the internal fabric of our nation. This new Red Scare isn't considered conspiracy enough, apparently, although there is less evidence of it than, say, the Seth Rich case. This, of course, did not stop CNN from working with YouTube to take down videos from InfoWars, a website I have little interest in, for the record. This is irony at its finest. CNN has spent the last year complaining that people who criticize them are going after the free press, and they must be pro-censorship if they're saying that CNN isn't the most honest name in propaganda. Did you call them fake news? Remember, that's mean and hurtful to these grown adults.
They are fake news. Fake news is the worst thing that you can call a journalist. It's like an ethnic disparagement. We all have these.
The difference between the term fake news and ethnic disparagement is that. Let's see here. For a reporter in a network being called fake news, you have to report fake news, which CNN has done over the past couple of years. Which, honestly, they've been fake news for nearly 30 years. In their 38 years of existence and shit. An ethnic is like calling someone a racial slur. Chris Cuomo is the dumbest motherfucker in the news, period. Now, yeah, this is right. Could CNN shut me down because they don't like the questions I'm asking about the Florida shooting? Maybe, probably, I don't know. But whoever complained about that video kind of really didn't like that. Did not like that at all. Period. Well, the video that I did, again, was about, could the younger brother be second shooter? Because 3 out of 4 students were saying that there was more than one person, because they were questioning it. They were saying, well, there could have been more than one shooter. Okay, so what? Just a question. The whole censorship thing is just, it's the mainstream media do not want competition. Okay, period. So I had that video. That the video was removed by YouTube because they say, when I got the message from YouTube saying that it was a violation of the rules and guidelines. It was false claim. I want to figure out who did it, who made the comment. No, who, just, the thing is that whoever made that comment should know that, hey, look, ain't gonna happen, But the matter of fact is, YouTube is censoring in a very rapid pace, big time. I mean, big time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I want to end this video with a note, with a very thought. Exchanging of an idea is always free. And there will be people who will not go along with that idea, sharing an idea in a civil conversation with anybody. And it's sad for them, because we will all want a civil and a very peaceful conversation. And with that, we can peacefully discuss, debate, peacefully, exchange of an idea that nobody likes, nobody wants. But in my opinion, sole opinion of mine, if you don't like an opinion, don't listen. If you don't like to share an idea, keep your vulgar and negative opinions and thoughts to yourself. Sometimes, when a person is talking to you in a civil, polite, kind manner, you'll be the one who'll be at fault. Because if you're involving in a civil conversation with somebody who's peaceful with you, and in your mind you have this negative and bold comment and opinion that you want to bring out, don't. Because you be the one who'll be the rude one. I'm Grandmaster Evan, and you just watched the Anonymous Liberty Media, brought to you by the Worldwide Resistance Network, also known as TWWRN. Remember, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below. Please share this video. And don't forget to hit the bell for notification for future videos to come. Remember, knowledge is free. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Peace out. Rev it out.